The economy will likely be topic number one as Americans prepare to vote in 2024. President Joe Biden has faced low poll numbers over the economy and Republicans have attacked, but inflation has fallen, unemployment remains low, and the stock market has neared record highs. Still, voters aren't feeling confident.
And so we have our work cut out for us in connecting with average American families who, although they hear the news about how much has been accomplished or they hear us talk about an all-time high stock market, they're just not feeling it.
Immigration, including the crisis along the southern U.S. border, is another key issue, especially to Republican voters. They blame the Biden administration for not bringing order to the border or dealing with migrants arriving in U.S. cities. Republicans say Trump's border wall and other policies were more effective.
When President Trump entered the Oval Office, he put in the Remain in Mexico policy, he ended the catch and release policy, he did the fundamental common sense things that stem the flow. It was down to a tiny fraction of what it is right now.
Healthcare is also on the mind of voters, as is climate change after a year of extreme weather. Abortion is a contentious issue dividing Democrats and Republicans, especially since a landmark ruling was overturned by the U.S. Supreme Court in 2022, allowing individual states to establish abortion laws.
This is going to really mobilize young people, and this is going to help Biden, and it's going to help Democrats all the way down the ticket.
Other domestic issues for voters include crime, gun control, student loan forgiveness, and racial justice. Foreign policy will be top of mind for many casting votes as the violence in Ukraine and Gaza continues. It's too soon to say how those conflicts will play out in the U.S. election. Politicians from both parties have been critical of China, but an Associated Press poll from December finds just 2% of Americans say China is one of the top 5 issues they want the U.S. government to work on. With the presidential race expected to come down to a rematch between current President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump, perhaps the biggest issues voters will be considering are the candidates themselves. 81-year-old Joe Biden is widely seen as too old for the job, even by those in his own party. Trump, who is 77, faces 91 charges and 4 criminal cases. His chaotic and divisive presidency culminated in the January 6th riot at the Capitol in 2021. Polling finds a majority of Americans have unfavorable views of both candidates. Jim Spellman, CGTN, Washington.